So that so the topic that I am going to start is e-commerce security solutions. Okay, and this is topic of web technology and e-commerce. The code for this subject is KMBIT-02. Okay, so these are some good references about this topic, security solutions. So you may refer your textbook, as well as these are some good blogs regarding this field. Okay, so first we will discuss about various security solutions. Okay, so you have gone through various e-commerce security threats like DOS attack and distributed denial of service attack, man in middle attack, and lot many e-skimming processes there, and this sniffing is there, and malwares are there. So such type of security threats may be bypassed by this type of security solutions. Like you should install first, the first security recommendation is using this HTTPS and SSL certificates. Okay, so what is HTTPS? HTTPS is secure HTTP. Okay, so nowadays most of the companies or most of the web pages or most of the e-commerce portals are on HTTPS protocol. Okay, so HTTPS protocols not only keep your users sensitive data secure, but also boost your website ranking on Google search page. Okay, they do so by securing data transfer between servers and the user's device. Therefore, they prevent any interception. Okay, so basically, do you know that some browsers will block visitors access to your website if such protocols are not in place? Means some browsers only allow authentic visitors. Okay, they block visitors access if they do not follow the protocols. Okay, so you should also have an updated SSL certificate from your host. Okay, most of the web hosting companies are providing nowadays SSL certificates. Okay, so they are generally these features are inbuilt to improve security of your transaction. Okay, so another recommendation is install HTTPS protocols. So these type of protocols means HTTPS. These protocols have increased their popularities in recent 5 to 10 years. Okay, compared to the traditional HTTP. You know that the latest version available of HTTP is that HTTP 5.0. Okay, so generally we are using this HTTPS in place. So most of the pages nowadays using this protocol HTTPS more vulnerable than HTTPS. Means HTTP is much more vulnerable than HTTPS. So the HTTPS protocol have been used normally in parts of the websites intended for payments due to the need for armor of information of customers and companies. Okay, at present, however, the use of these protocols has become widespread. Now they are needed in the entire website, which has condemned the old HTTP protocols to oppressive, so to speak. Okay, so parallel to these type of protocols, it is also essential to install SSL certificate secure socket layer. As I have told earlier, that lot many web hosting companies or web hosting solutions are providing inbuilt SSL certificate. Okay, they are responsible for protecting your confidential data in transit during the payment process. In addition, the installation of HTTPS servers has a positive effect on users' confidence during the navigation. Okay, so this is because browsers display a padlock and green text next to the URL, indicating that the website uses HTTPS and SSL certificates. So in this way, customers know that their data is properly encrypted and protected. Moreover, Google and other search engines give priority to e-commerce with HTTPS protocol over HTTP. Means generally Google and other search engines also prefer if you are dealing with e-commerce portal, so they prefer that you should have HTTP, you should follow this HTTPS protocol with SSL certificate. Okay, so that you should be much more secure as well as get much more hits also. Okay, so the another security recommendation is this implementing CVV and AVS verification system. Okay, so generally while doing payment, you see that you are entering your CVV written on the back side of your card, that is 3-digit number. Okay, so by this way company authenticate your payment process. Okay, so payment processing is one of the most sensitive aspect of e-commerce cyber security. Okay, businesses should exercise extreme caution, especially when credit or debit cards are involved. Okay, so requiring the CVV. CVV is what? Card verification value code. Okay, this is 3-digit code written on the backside of your debit or credit card is a highly recommended practice, and it is for two reasons. Okay, first reason is increased security in online payment, means receiving CVV code make it much more difficult to process a fraudulent transaction. Okay, if a person knows CVV, that means he or she is holding that card. Okay, and next is cyber criminals may have stolen a credit card number but not the physical card. Although this last scenario is possible, it is very minority. Okay, means basically generally a cyber criminal or a hacker can steal all your card related information, but did not but will not get that CVV, because he or she will not have that physical card. Okay, so that is possibility to means avoid such type of attacks. So CVV implementation is there to protect your payment basically. On the other hand, a good shield to stop fraudulent transaction is to use an AVS. What is AVS? Address verification system, and this system makes it possible to differentiate between fraudulent and legitimate transactions. Okay, although it is not infallible, its operation is simple and makes it possible to improve the cyber security in payments. Okay, so you should implement CVV, card verification value, as well as AVS, means address verification system, to improve your security solutions. Okay, to improve your security, basically e-commerce security. Okay, next is next e-commerce security solution or next recommendation is this installing anti-malware or antivirus software. Okay, what is malware? Means infecting some malicious code to get all your sensitive information from your system. That is generally malware. So an anti-malware is a software program that detects, removes, and prevents infectious software, means malware, from infecting the computer and IT system. Generally, you see that while you install this antivirus or anti-malware program, you see the notification that some Trojan horse is attacking on your system, or some virus is attacking on your system, or some spam is there, or some malicious code is there. So this type of antivirus software and anti-malware software prevents your system from such type of attacks. Okay, so since malware is umbrella term for all kind of infections, including worms, viruses, Trojan horses, etc., or spyware, okay, malware, so etc., get an inefficient anti-malware would do the trick. On the other hand, antivirus is a software that was meant to keep viruses at bay. Okay, so although a lot of antivirus software evolved to prevent infection from other malware as well. Okay, so generally antivirus software also prevents you from some other type of malwares also nowadays. So you should install a good antivirus or a good anti-malware program or software to protect your system. Securing your PC and other complementary systems with an antivirus keeps a check on these type of infections. Okay, next is next type of next security recommendation is this securing the admin panel and server. Means you should secure your admin panel and server from external threats like distributed denial of service attack or man in middle attack. So you should means secure your admin panel and server. Okay, so always use complex passwords that are difficult to figure out, and make it a habit of changing them frequently. As I have told earlier, while discussing the brute force attack, that you should put a complex password with combination of capital letters as well as small letters, and numeric letters as well as numerics, as well as some special characters. Okay, you should draft your password, and after that you should change them frequently. So it is also good to restrict user access and define user roles. Every user should perform only up to their roles on the admin panel. Okay, so furthermore, make the panel to send you notifications whenever a foreign IP tries to access it. Okay, you should I think put a firewall to protect your system, or protect your that e-commerce portal from accessing by some unauthorized users. Okay, so securing your admin panel as well as servers. Next type of security recommendation is this securing payment gateway. Okay, so avoiding storing the credit card information of your clients on your database. Instead, let the third party such as PayPal and Stripe handle the payment transactions away from your website. Means you should not deal with payment part if you are not comfortable in terms of clients confidential information security. Okay, so this ensures better safety for your customers personal and financial data, and it will improve your brand image also, that you are providing them the secure payment gateway. Okay, you are providing them the secure payment environment. Okay, so you should I think you should opt for third parties such as PayPal or Stripe if you are not able to manage this payment gateway security. Okay, next security recommendation is, as I have told earlier, you should deploy this firewall. Okay, so effective firewall keep away fishy network. Okay, phishing attack. Okay, or this accesses, SQL injection, and other cyber attacks that are continuing to hit headlines. Okay, so they also help in regulating traffic to and from your online store, and to ensure the passage of only trusted traffic. So basically you should deploy the firewall as per your requirement. Okay, you should opt for firewall by consulting your cloud service provider. Okay, and you should get it. Next is e-commerce security solution. Educating your staff and clients. Means generally knowledge about such type of threats is better to make yourself secure. Okay, so you should conduct a continuous training program for your staffs as well as employees and clients. Okay, generally banks are giving advisory messages to their clients regarding this fake calls of OTP and CVV, etc., just to protect them. Okay, protect them from such type of activities. So ensure your employees and customers get the latest knowledge concerning handling user data and how to engage with your website securely. Okay, so expunge former employees details and revoke all their access to your system. And generally, while a person is leaving your organization, means former employee, you should expunge all the details and revoke all their access to your system. Okay, so that former employee can't access all your sensitive information, or some details, sensitive details from your system. Okay, so you should expunge former employee detail and revoke all their access to your system basically. Okay, so these are some means security recommendations that you should follow to protect your system from such type of threats. Okay, next is use of multi-layer security. What is multi-layer security? Means deploying this firewall. Okay, so multi-layered security means the use of different measures such as installation of firewall, which provides an initial defense against cyber threats. Means in addition, the use of CDN content delivery network allows an extra layer of security to be added. Such type of security like giving acknowledgement or just means login credentials, proper using proper login credentials, using proper firewall network. Okay, so such type of means security recommendations you may deploy. Okay, you may use such type of multi-layer security to make yourself protect against such type of threats. Okay, so allow an extra security extra layer of security to be added, since this system diversifies the copies of data in several geographical points. So this measure is also useful for preventing distributed denial of service attack or denial of service attacks. Without a doubt, one of the most important e-commerce security strategies. So you should start this two-layer security mechanism, three-layer security mechanism, or multi-layer security mechanism of authentication. Basically, okay, you should allow only authentic user in your system. So generally most of the companies are nowadays say you to register first, okay, and after that they are allow you to access their website, okay, or web page basically. Okay, just because of this policy of implementing the multi-layer security mechanism. Okay, next is perform periodic backup. What is backup? Basically, you are generally put your data in cloud server and get the periodic backup. Means daily backup you may opt for, or you may opt for weekly backup, or you may opt for monthly backup program, depend upon your need. Okay, so this is another most effective e-commerce security strategies, and it certainly does not require hiring industry professionals. Simply install some freebie or also there, or some good cloud service provider are also there that are providing such type of backup services, like simply install Updraft Plus or Backup Buddy or Bold Grid Backup or WPUP and other security plugins, and make regular copies of e-commerce databases. Okay, so that you can trace that where the vulnerability is. Okay, you can get the weak points, you can access the weak points, and you can implement the proper security mechanism that you want to adopt. So it is extremely important to make regular backups of your site data. Among the biggest threat to our e-commerce and are not only malware and phishing. So there is also the human error. Okay, so while there are ways to manually backup your data, it's easy to forget or stop doing so systematically. So consequently, the use of plugins and backup tools is required to seal databases and all sensitive e-commerce solution. Means you should not make your backup process manually, but you should use plugins or backup services or backup tools instead. Okay, instead means taking backup manually. Generally we do now, we save all our information for further use. Okay, but if you allow if you use plugins, or you use this backup tools, or you use backup services to get it, then it will shield your database from all sensitive e-commerce information. Okay, whether they are important or not, they will put all the sensitive e-commerce information. Okay, so this is also another security recommendation solution. Next is performs next security solution is performs transaction monitoring. Means while your customer is doing transactions, so whether it is declined or it is successful or unsuccessful or aborted, so you may get all those information. Means when you talk about monitoring transaction, you may imagine a group of professionals locked in a room full of screens and computer equipment, reviewing each transaction online. But you do not need this type of security. Okay, so this is not necessary. Setting up alert for suspicious movement in the transaction is enough for you. Okay, so one of the most popular is to block our transaction when the billing and shipping address do not match. Okay, means while a customer is placing order, and if the billing and shipping address is not same, that means the transaction may be fake, or you should put an alert to your client. Okay, that whether it is different as per your requirement, or it is just an outsider attack. Okay, so this is an anomaly that could hide some kind of fraud or credit card theft. Okay, next security recommendation is avoid storing credit and debit card information. Generally we used to save our credit and debit card information just to make this process easy, but generally this type of process are somebody if wants to access, somebody may access your sensitive information from that server. Okay, so beyond e-commerce security and encryption techniques and tools, the best online store use common sense to protect their customers. So the best way to avoid credit and debit card information leaks is to not store them. We know credit card number and customer names are essential to facilitate quick payment. However, it is not necessary to store them on online servers. So an excellent alternative is to use the payment gateways such as PayPal, VPay, Skrill, Stripe, and Authorize.net. So these are some third parties that on which you may store your credit card or debit card related information, because they are specialized in this type of service. Okay, so in this way, sensitive information will be responsibility of these platforms, which also have better security protocols than the conventional e-commerce. Okay, because they are expert enough. So with the help of these e-commerce security strategies, you no longer have excuses to offer your customer 100% secure e-commerce environment. Okay, so you should avoid storing credit and debit card information of your customers. Okay, next is additional security implementation. Some other recommendations are also there, like always scan your website and other online resources for malware routinely as well as frequently. Okay, next is update your system frequently and employ effective e-commerce security plugins. And the last recommendation is get a dedicated security platform that is secure from frequent cyber attacks. You can read more about the security steps you need to take for your e-commerce store. Okay, so you may refer for further study. These are some good blogs about the topic. Okay, so you may further study or explore these blogs to get some much more security recommendations regarding e-commerce transactions or e-commerce payment system. Okay, so do you have any query or doubt? You may ask.